think you know Star Wars, the Jedi, the lightsabers, the Force. But Andor dares to ask, what if a greater story in this galaxy had none of that? Set in the dark shadows before the rebellion becomes a symbol of hope, Andor introduces us to the gritty, morally grey, and brutally real birth of resistance. This isn't the fairy tale Star Wars you grew up with. It's a political thriller, a character study, a warning. In this video, we're diving deep into why Andor might just be the most profound and important series in the Star Wars canon. From its grounded narrative and haunting performances to its scathing political commentary and Easter eggs hiding in plain sight, we're about to explore how Andor challenges everything you thought Star Wars could be. If you missed it, now's your chance to catch up. Star Wars has always played with themes of empire versus rebellion, but Andor takes this classic dichotomy and elevates it to a level of sophistication never before seen in the franchise. This isn't just good versus evil in black and white. This is moral ambiguity at its finest, where characters navigate oppressive systems, weigh terrible choices, and sacrifice ideals for survival. The rise of the Empire isn't presented as a sudden, galaxy-wide coup. It's the result of bureaucratic creep, surveillance expansion, and citizens who choose comfort over conscience. To characters like Cyril Karn, we see the cost of blind obedience. Karn isn't a villain with a death machine, he's an overzealous office worker, whose desire to prove himself leads to lives being destroyed. On the other hand, we get Mon Mothma, navigating the corridors of Coruscant's political elite while secretly funding rebellion and risking everything, her wealth, her daughter, even her morality. The show brilliantly mirrors real-world examples of authoritarianism, especially in how it depicts the ice, a cross between Orwell's thought police and the KGB. Every surveillance drone, every faceless bureaucrat reinforces the show's chilling theme. Tyranny doesn't rise with explosions, it rises with rules, regulations, and the silence of the majority. Andor forces us to ask, what would we do under such a system? Would we rebel or stay silent? And that question alone makes it one of the most politically relevant Star Wars narratives ever. When it comes to visual storytelling, Andor sets a new gold standard for Star Wars T-Vision. Director Toby Gilroy and his team don't rely on fan service or nostalgia to carry the show. Instead, they craft a gritty, grounded world that feels closer to a spy thriller than a space opera. From the dimly lit prisons of Narkina 5 to the overbearing silence in Imperial chambers, Andor builds tension through pacing, lighting and sound design. Take the now iconic prison arc, a masterclass in claustrophobic suspense. Andy Serkis's performance as Kino Loy, culminating in the shout of "Never More Than 12", isn't just a moment of triumph, it's a release of collective oppression. The set design reinforces that oppression: smooth, white floors, electric shocks, and zero privacy. Then you have the Ferrix funeral scene, a rebellious crescendo filmed with handheld urgency and chaotic realism. These aren't battle scenes designed to show off Chiggy, they're moments of raw resistance. Luthen Rael's monologue about sacrifice is another unforgettable cinematic moment. He's not a Jedi. He's not a Sith. He's a man who gave up peace of mind for a war he'll never live to see end. The use of silence, shadows, and close-ups in the speech could rival any prestige drama. Andor doesn't just use the Star Wars universe. It references it not as myth, but as mirror. A mirror to our world, our fears, and our questions about justice, morality, and survival. While Andor deliberately distances itself from lightsabers and Jedi mysticism, it's far from disconnected from the Star Wars canon. Instead of overt cameos and name drops, the series weaves in deep lore with surgical precision, subtle, grounded, and richly rewarding for long-time fans. Luthen Rael's gallery, for instance, is a treasure trove of Star Wars mythology. You might catch a Mandalorian breastplate in the background, or a Sith holocron sitting quietly on a shelf, not highlighted, not name-dropped, just there for sharp-eyed viewers to spot. The show trusts its audience to recognise, and that trust makes every nod feel earned. The mention of the Rakuten Empire, a reference going as far back as the Knights of the Old Republic games, is a clear sign that the creators respect even the extended lore. But the show never lets these moments overshadow character development. When connections are made, they're in service to theme. The evolution of Cassian Andor, from selfish survivor to rebel operative, echoes the broader Star Wars journey from chaos to cause, and the bureaucratic machinery of the ISK gives depth to what has always been a faceless evil. Here, we see the Empire's analogy up close. Andor connects itself to the larger canon not through spectacle, but through atmosphere, tone, and quiet reverence. Andor doesn't open with a space battle or a Jedi duel. It opens in the rain, in an alley, with a man looking for answers. This choice alone signals everything that's different about this series. Unlike other Star Wars projects, Andor focuses on the stories of ordinary people, not legendary warriors or chosen ones. There's no Force, no Skywalkers, just a man trying to survive in an increasingly hostile galaxy. The aesthetic is grounded, grimy, and raw. Ferrix, the mining planet where Cassian hides out, is a place filled with grit, labour, and resistance. It's more Detroit than Death Star. Andor redefines heroism, not as destiny fulfilled, but as defiance chosen. Cassian Andor isn't born to greatness. He stumbles into it, resists it, and ultimately grows into it. What makes this show stand out is its willingness to spend time on quiet, slow moments. Long conversations, tense meetings, the sound of boots in sterile hallways. It builds an atmosphere, not just a spectacle. Every character, from the lowest worker to the top rebel, is humanized, flawed, and compelling. It's character drama within a galactic rebellion, and that's a bold move for Star Wars. Star Wars has always had darkness. Alderaan was destroyed in Episode V, after all, but Andor brings a different kind of maturity. It's not about what you see, it's about what you feel. The moral stakes in Andor are complex and uncomfortable. Every rebel makes compromises. Every choice has consequences. Luthen Rael sacrifices his humanity so others can keep theirs. Mon Mothma manipulates her own daughter to maintain the illusion of loyalty. And Cassian kills not because he wants to, but because he must. These aren't easy choices. They aren't clean. And that's what makes them powerful. Andor gives us a rebellion that isn't romanticized. It's hard. It's messy. It's built on lies, bribes, blood, and secrets. When Kino Loy reveals he can't swim after helping lead a prison break, it breaks you, because that's the point. Not every hero gets a triumphant ending. The show doesn't flinch. It shows the cost. Not just in lives lost, but in the erosion of innocence. This is Star Wars for adults. Not because of content warnings, but because it expects you to think, to reflect, to ask yourself what freedom is worth and who has to pay for it. So, what do you think? Is Andor the best Star Wars story ever told? Was it the monologue from Luthen? The prison escape? Or Mon Mothma's double life? Leave your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear your favourite moment, your biggest surprise, your harshest critique. And if you haven't yet, this is your sign. Go watch Andor. It's not just entertainment. It's commentary. It's a challenge. It's Star Wars growing up. Don't forget to like this video if it made you think. Share it with someone who's still sleeping on this show, and subscribe for more bold explorations into storytelling, sci-fi, and cinema. This is the Wiki Pulse. Until the next rebellion, stay defiant.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Got thoughts, questions, or ideas? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you think someone else would find this interesting, don't forget to share it with them. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on new content. Thanks again for being here. See you in the next one.